rocking with the best. DJ Sly, aka the original guy.
You take a les bonnes la main. Allez quand on a la main. Pour y attraper poisson. Pour y savoir y'a pour yo. You take a manger so when me like. You think I will be so kind. You take a boy si on me out. You take s'allonger. La vie à yo. C'est la vie à pour nous vivre. Aïe, 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 aïe. C'est la vie qui vient bon. Oh, yo, yo, yo. La vie autant, c'est la vie à pour nous vivre. Les vessies comme bon au matin. Allez l'argent chez lui. Ramène un petit biscuit qui plus petit. Pour puis acheter un chou. Là on lève pour acheter crédit.
Yes, man. This one going out to the youths and them. Listen up. Yeah, yeah. D-day. There we go. Sure. I remember all the fun before. As a young boy growing up, having some fun around the block. Now this generation gets so vile. I myself, I wonder why is that the joke of our life. Grandma say you safe behind closed door, but that is not true anymore. Society flush you out for sure. Kids today losing their ambition. They want to dress like Gaga and tell them that's not the solution. No man. Keep your mind on school and help yourself. Education to excel. Don't choose the bottom of the well. Don't grudge and envy your brother, man. Put a hand on if you can. Come, let's build this little island. You don't know. Respect all the teachers. Show love for the elders. Your mother don't want you. Don't put yourself in trouble. Head should be on your shoulder, not right down in the gutter. If you have a problem, speak to someone, you just might solve them. Yes, ma'am. This is the message going out to the youth and them live from the WCK band, man. Keep the spirit alive, man. You don't know, speak to someone. Jealousy is always on your mind. Time we put this thing aside, come let we elevate our lives. People want you like you are, they will tell them put your best to man. Just try to your best to make things move. Yo dis tout bouche passer pour manger, pas mêler ça mon parler, avancer pour avancer. Pas si c'est la caca chiller, bel pays voter pour nous, on nous voit aller plus loin. Yes man, take this message, don't know. Keep your mind in school to help yourself, education to excel, don't choose the bottom of the well. Don't grudge and envy your brother, man. Put a hand on if you can. Come, let's build this little island. Here we go. Love sister and brother. Let's go. Encourage another. Let me go. If we just come together, I bet that we can make things better. Let me go. Yes, man. Again. Let me make things better. Listen up. Let me make things better. Let's go. Let me make things better. Again, ding there. Yes, listen up. Respect all the teachers. Show love for the elders. Your mother don't want you. Don't put yourself in trouble. Head should be on your shoulder, not right down in the gutter. If you have a problem, speak to someone, you just might solve them. Yes, man. This one going out to the youths and them. Listen up. As a young boy growing up, having some fun around the block. Now this generation gets so vile. I myself, I wonder why is that the trend of our life. Grandma say you safe behind closed door, but that is not true anymore. Society plunge you out for sure. Kids today losing their ambition. They want to dress like Gaga and tell them that's not the solution. No man. But the massive there. Speak to the kids and them. Keep your mind at school and help yourself. Education to excel. Don't choose the bottom of the well. Don't grudge and envy your brother, man. Put a hand now if you can. Come, let's play this little island. You don't know. Respect all the teachers. Show love for the elders. Your mother don't want you. Don't put yourself in trouble. Head should be on your shoulder, not right down in the gutter. If you have a problem, speak to someone you just might solve them. Yes, ma'am. This is the message going out to the youth and them live from the WCK band, man. Keep the spirit alive, man. You don't know, speak to someone. Jealousy is always on your mind. Time we put this thing aside, come let we elevate our lives. People want you like you are, they will tell them put your best to man. Just try to your best to make things work. Yo dis tout bouche passer pour manger, pas me laisser mon parler, avancer pour avancer. Pas si c'est la caca chile, bel pays voté pour nous, on nous voit aller plus loin. Yes, man. Take this message. God knows. Keep your mind at school to help yourself. Education to excel. Don't choose the bottom of the well.
Good afternoon, Dominica. Good afternoon to the world. It is such a beautiful Saturday in the Nature Isle of the Caribbean. We are here on DBS Radio, and you are locked in to the Youth Vibes program.
If we just come together, I bet that we can make things better.
Today, I'm going to be your host, and my name is Julie Brown. It really always is a pleasure to be here, and I have one of my favorite people in studio with me. But before we get to one of my favorite people today, I'm here to let you know that the Youth Vibes program is a program produced by the Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Development, and it's coordinated by the Youth Development Division.
This generation gets so vile. I myself, I wonder why is that the trend of our life. Grandma say you safe behind closed door, but that is not true.
We would like to send some special good afternoons to the Minister of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, Miss Greta Roberts. Also to Honorable Oscar George, who is the Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development. Good afternoon to Mrs. Leticia Lestrade Wyke, who is the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development.
You don't know. Respect all the teachers, show love for the elders. Your mother don't want you, don't put yourself in trouble.
To Miss Merita Hyacinth, Chief Youth Development Officer, good afternoon.
You just myself them. Yes, ma'am. This is the message going.
Miss Marcia Barron, Assistant Chief Youth Development Officer, good day to you. And to all the staff of the Youth Development Division, the Skills Training Program, 4-H, DYBT, and all the District Youth Officers. Good day to you.
People want you like you are, they will tell them put your best to man. Just try to your best to make things work.
Today we're gonna give you some highlights of the Creole season, and some highlights indeed.
Yes, ma'am. Take this message. God knows. Keep your mind.
All right, and right now we are going to take this one by Ken T. He's a local artist from Portsmouth, and this one is called Intercede. Let's just have a moment of prayer to recognize the one who has us all here, and nothing would be possible without him. So this one is Intercede. When you cannot speak for yourself, there's always someone who is there to intercede for you. Do not forget it, okay?
There are times when I kneel down on my knees to pray, and I must speak the truth. Sometimes I don't know what to say. See, it's not that the life that I'm living is unholy, cause I'm trying my best to do the things that you told me. See, I don't know what happens most of the time, why I can't put in words the things that's on my mind. But I know in my heart, I know in my heart, your Holy Spirit intercedes for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with groanings that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. I remember that time chilling on my bed, lying down on my back, hands under my head. Somehow I got the feeling that I really need to pray, but I just could not formulate the words for me to say. I remember the tears and the smell of feeling as I kept staring up to the ceiling. And I knew in my heart, I knew in my heart, your Holy Spirit intercedes for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with groanings that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. So many times that I really wanna talk to you, cause when I think of all the things that you brought me through, I wanna talk but I can't start the conversation. But I'm so filled with conviction in my meditation. You've been so good and I know it in my heart, but as for speaking up I don't know where to start. But I know in my heart, I know in my heart, your Holy Spirit intercede for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with groanings that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Welcome, Holy Spirit. We are in your presence. Fill us with your power. Live inside of us. Welcome, Holy Spirit. We are in your presence. Fill us with your power. Live inside of us. Holy Spirit, intercede for me when I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say. I know I will not be dismayed. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me with groanings that cannot be uttered. And you know what I wanna say, even if I can't say. Your Holy Spirit intercedes for me. Intercedes for me. Intercedes for me.
All right, and that was our boy Ken T with Intercede. Okay, and we are going to go across the studio too. We have an amazing guest here, and I would love for him to introduce himself. All right.
Joe, I could barely hear you, so let's try that again. All right, here you are.
You can. That's better. Is it
A little better, yes.
Okay, better now.
Better, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
You are most welcome. And one of my favorite people. Please introduce yourself.
All right, I'm her favorite people. So good afternoon, everyone. Michael Farrell, Senior Cultural Officer, and of course a member of the People's Cultural Group, by extension, People's Drummers. And I'm happy to be here. To all the listeners, somebody told me a while ago my eyes looking sleepy. It's the season to be sleepy and tired, but I'm here.
We
It's
showed
good to be
up.
here.
Yes,
Of
yes,
course.
yes. We always show up.
Yes.
At some point, we look like Chinese here today.
I'm telling you,
Yes,
Dominicans
yes,
are like with
today.
Chinese, Black Chinese Day. That's okay.
Yes, and that's just fine.
Yes, of course,
Yes.
of course.
But still, we appreciate you taking the time to be here because we understand that the cultural time is that's your season.
Oh yeah,
And-
that,
yeah.
and it should be everybody's season.
Yes,
You
but
know,
not-
that's the time Dominican can be their true selves
yes.
to make a statement.
I would love to see more people involved like you, Mickey,
Elas.
and myself. I love the fact that you are still a part, of helping to mold the youth, getting the drummers organized. Even your boys, seeing your boys do the little belly and the pride on your face watching you. Oh my gosh. Listen.
Yes, it's
Yes,
rewarding,
very
it's
much so.
gratifying.
Yes, and that smile you have right now, that's the smile you had. When I was watching you watch your son as
Of
he did
course,
the belly.
of
That was
course.
so good.
Of course, to see they're following the footsteps
Mm.
and the passion in which they do it, and not only my sons, but the children, the children coming up. They have a hunger for the traditional culture. So
I love
it's
it.
encouraging.
Love it. I love to see
So the
it.
future of Dominica's culture is bright.
Bright.
It's bright.
Bright.
You know, and I'm happy that I can contribute in that area.
Oh my gosh. Tear, tear. It's such a happy moment because, being a part of the production team with the cultural division, you get really a first hand into seeing, the passion the children have
Of
for the
course.
culture. So that really is a beautiful thing, right?
Mhm.
But
But this is festival, and you, as you said, you're part of the production team. You can see an increase in participation where young people and children are concerned. The adults groups are still there, but the youth, the young adults, and the children, they came out. Whether it's through representing their school or community, but they are there,
yes,
and that's very, very encouraging.
very much so.
Yes.
They didn't just come for the bakes and the hot dog. They came because they wanted to participate.
Of course, to participate and to put on a show as well,
Most definitely.
because you can see the different techniques and presentations. A lot of thought and rehearsal was put into it.
Yes.
The costuming, they go all out,
Yes,
Yes.
very much so. And let me just remind the listeners that you guys can tune in live on the Dominica Youth Development and DBS Radio Facebook page and YouTube pages. Or if you'd like to participate today, feel free to call in 2448-3284, or you can call 1-800-327. Okay, guys, if you want to participate or see our lovely faces, because we have these big round faces, beautiful smiles, so you can tune in to see the faces that you're listening to. And again, if I did not say my name before, you are listening to Julie Brown, aka the Empress of You Vibes, and I absolutely love it here. I've been doing this for over 15 years, and
Nice.
even if I'm tired, I always find energy to come here. I just get energy instantly when I hear DBS and I hear the youth. That's just it. Right? So, Mickey, back to you. Is this your first time coming on the program, though?
In a while.
In a
I think
while.
I've been here with Mr. Williams before, or called in now and then, but my first time in a while.
All right.
But DBS is home to me, so if it's not you vibes, but something else would bring me here, but yeah, I love being on the airwaves and just promoting and encouraging. And where culture is concerned, that is my priority. Just to ensure that people get that kind of motivation they need because a country with no culture is like a country lost.
That is correct.
You know, yeah, especially traditional culture.
Mm-hmm.
The contemporary is always welcomed, but I am an advocate for the traditional aspect of it.
You have to be, because without knowing your past, how can you know your future?
Of course,
right?
of
You need to know
course,
where you
of
came
course.
from. Yes.
Of course, you hear the Prime Minister and the government say, in every household, we want to have at least a college graduate.
Mm-hmm.
Me, in my head, every household should have somebody that is versed in all the traditional art forms.
Listen,
course.
when I came to Pebush for the
The festival.
festival, I was having that discussion with Dustina. I was like, Mickey, literally the same thing you said, you know. We're talking about the graduates, but I literally told her, I feel like we need at least, because culture, like for me, like it's also about the language.
Yes.
And I know little things in Creole, but I need to take it upon myself, because yes, my family's from Vickers and Pebush, the Liblas, the Honorees, and so on, Brumans, but when you come to town and then your family uses the Creole to, pong a beef and keep a secret instead of encouraging you to,
Yes.
take it on, you kind of lose your way. So at some point, it's like I need a
Yes.
piece of land up there and I need to come and spend some time, because I need
Of
to find
Spend some weekends.
I need to find my little groove back,
of
right?
Of course. And yeah, and that is true. A
Yes.
lot of our students from that live within town or in town, you don't see them that strong in the Creole.
No.
Some of them can understand a few,
Yes.
but they cannot speak it. I had the pleasure of traveling just recently with some students in Guadeloupe, and one of the organizers in Guadeloupe say, "You pass a parler Creole? You pass a comprendre moi Creole?" I say, "No, unfortunately, most of the students were town-based students,
Yes.
college students, or and they could not understand the Creole or even introduce themselves so much in Creole. So we have to do some work there.
Yes.
We have to do some work in that area.
And we'll get there in time. I feel like with all the grassroots programs going on and they're trying to introduce it into the preschools and stuff, that's excellent. But I know for me personally, UE has that Creole course. I am going to do it because I learn very well in a classroom setting, and then I will put it into practice.
Of course.
Yes.
One thing I learned, you have to be able to be open to embarrassment when you learn in Creole.
Oh gosh, yes.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You will make mistakes. And through practice, the words, I'm telling you, you can't just wake up and say, I want to learn Creole by next month. It is not going to happen that way. You'll bite your tongue, you'll say some words out of context, and people will correct you. Some might laugh you, some might say, Bon Dieu, but yeah, you'll get it.
And you have to listen to it. So when there's a program on DBS with the Creole, you need to listen to how things are pronounced, so it will become part. That subliminal, it will be in your brain.
You
right?
have experience Creole every
you need
day.
to listen. You need to listen.
And in primary school, you have the Creole's spelling competition and all that. So, things are there. It's us to engage or to expose ourselves to different mediums or different ways of learning.
Most definitely. So, Mickey, what organization are you representing today?
Today, I'm representing the Pebush Drummers.
And
Proudly representing I'm telling you, proudly. Let me tell you, I am so proud of this group. Because a group that came out from just organizing some scout members, scouters, to drum together and to just give them the basic, to leave Dominica for so long and to come back home, and that group is stronger than ever with the executive, and they have new recruits and everything just falling in line.
Yep.
That shows maturity and growth. Big up to Theron Honoree and Karen Wallace and Irv Matthew and Moan Thomas and all the others, Siobhan Vigilant, who kept the group alive. Do you believe that next year they'll be celebrating 20 years as a drumming group?
Oh, wow.
As young and dynamic as they are,
Wow.
next year gives us 20 years.
Wow.
And I wish another person would be here with me today, because I don't like to speak on their behalf, but they'll be doing all the work by themselves. I am more like administrative supervising or encouraging every now and then if they're in a jam, perform with them. But they do everything on their own. And I must commend them. I am proud, super proud. Like 19 years ago, I told them, if you guys stay together, we'll get T-shirts and we'll get instruments. All you have to promise is to stay together. And they verbalized that agreement, and they kept to their promise. And this to this day, we have junior drummers, like you spoke about my son and the others. There's an intermediate section, and there's still a senior section overflowing with young men, like eager to drum, and young women. So it's a good vibes. I'm proud to sit here.
Do you know the name of your female drummer, the one in your youth group?
No, well, we had Emma, but she left. She migrated. But in the youth group, we have young members like Ciara. We have I call her my nun, but we have Tiraji and some others. You know, we have like 4 or 5 young ladies in the junior group aspiring to be senior members and go on the drums. Because we don't only teach them drumming, but all the other percussion, whether it's a cowbell, a shaker. One thing we always pride ourselves, every instrument is as important as the drum. You know, some people, because I'm in a drumming group, I want to get the best drum, the best sounding drum. That is mine. You will never drum if you're in my group. The instrument you should be able to fit it anywhere. And our motto is different drums, yet one sound. You know, just to show that there is some kind of synchronization in the rhythm. And the discipline, of course, we always push for discipline. Pants on the bottom is a no. You know, uniformity is a, we're not saying we're wearing white and black and you're coming for blue jeans or red shoes. No, these are the things that, we tighten up on. And conduct and all that. So it's more like a club, you might say. It's bigger than just a drumming group. Yeah,
you learn discipline and you learn some life skills.
When you're going up late in the night, you see all them boys on the block talking. I don't know what they can be talking about late like that. But they also love being in each other's company. Just pull up, for hours. So they love being with each other, which keep them away from the drugs and the bad influences. So I mean, it is a win-win for Paybush, win-win for Dominica, win-win for culture, and so that's what I'm representing today.
And we are happy to have you always.
Of course.
Always. And like you said, the idle hands are devil's workshop. So the fact that everybody's getting involved in something and everybody has a role and they're trained in the different instruments, that is just great.
Yes.
Because you have to be able, if somebody's not able to be there, something happens, somebody should be able to fall in.
Of course. And we've seen leaders coming out of it. People who came into the group timid, shy, uncertain, low self-esteem, it pushes them out to even keep their head up now. And when you see them out in public, you can see them more interactive, more social. So a little drumming, some people call it just a little drumming, that it builds so much team spirit, team chemistry, a team worker, and the leaders, the older heads like myself and Moan, we have to keep them on the straight and narrow, because they will always bring their creativity and their ideas, which will sway from the rubrics and the rules of the group. But we always have to keep them on the straight and narrow, But all in all, I'm happy to be part of that association, that organization. And Dominicans seems to love the Paywood drummers, because we always execute with 110%.
Yes.
Of course, for this season, we were graced with Kidron Alexander, who's here on vacation for the season. But once a drummer, always a Paywood drummer. He just jumped straight in line and gave us some wicked energy for TV Lars, And that's the brotherhood we have. The Theron Ordinary and the others overseas, once they're in Dominica, automatically
it happens.
The next performance, nobody have to ask, can you come?
No.
It's almost like you, It's like a fraternity, we're good.
Paybush drummers for life.
That's it. For life.
That's
Cicero singers once a Cicero, always a Cicero.
And I'm a Cicero.
Very good.
Always a Cicero.
So the same for us.
I love it.
But we opened a lot of eyes in terms of traditional drumming. A lot of people were looking down at it just as a noisy instrument. And back in the days, they used to, when there was drumming or some, you'd have to write a little song to go with it because the drum was not enough to carry on its own.
It's more than
But
enough.
we've changed that criteria of that drumming techniques should carry a drumming ensemble.
Yes.
So you don't see singing. You might see an accordion, but we don't sing as such. Let the drums do it talking.
Okay.
You know, and the people's drummer is
And
just that.
And the drums have a lot to tell. But tell us, what position do you hold officially with the group right now?
I'm just part of the executive.
The exec.
I like them to check their own scene. I am not president. I'm not anything. They have me as an honorary member. Well, one of the founders of the group. You understand?
Okay.
So I'm just there. Let me tell you, you have no idea. The chat could have 10,000 messages. If I don't feel like I will not respond to any. They do their own problem solving, their own, they handle their thing.
Wonderful.
Because as I said, I was in Miami for some time. When I came back, they were all structured. The executive, their accounts in the credit union, they had their checkbook, they are very much, they are on the right
organized,
footing. And I didn't want to come back and micromanage them or do anything like that. I'm just enjoying the ride.
Agreed.
You know, so that's why I'm Grandfather Mikael, if you want to say that, like old.
Well, Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa.
So let us encourage people listening out there, Dominica and people listening in the diaspora. You know, they can always get in touch with you guys because it's important to give back to culture, right? And you know, sometimes you have activities or you want to start a new drumming program. You all can make a contribution to the group. Make a contribution. Get in touch with Mikael and let's make something happen.
Of course, a cultural division.
Or cultural division, yes.
Because what we do now, we go into the schools.
Yes.
We go to the schools. Like parents, you can expose yourself. And we always advertise DEFA program at cultural division. We can do those courses. Every summer camp that cultural division has, we have a traditional drumming component of that. So it's not like we're not there or we're not doing. People need to see the need. Yeah, if you find your child always taking a spoon or pencil and drumming at home, hello,
I have somebody,
red flag.
I have somebody, green flags, Dominica, green
flags,
only green flags,
green flags. I like that.
My little nephew, Nathaniel, he lives in Mount Prosper, but he spends the weekends with me sometimes. Mikael, I think it's in the blood. That child, I have a flat little thing. I got like a little table, and it's metal. And I helping him to drum too because I love the fact he want to drum, and we drumming together and we making a bouillon in the house here.
Of course.
And we dancing. Boy.
Of course.
So we'll talk about that after.
Of
but
course.
Just give us a little summary as to, you said you're one of the founding members. How did it all begin?
Okay, well, a couple years ago, we had the Pebble Scout Troop, and I mean, it's predominantly young men. And then the idea came with cultural division with Mr. Lawrence to do a drumming module, and Tibois, Paul from Tibois in Woodford Hill, he's the one who came with his drumming ensemble group to introduce us to drumming ensemble. So you had people like the likes of Lowell Wallace, Keitron Alexander, myself. We had some ladies sing with us. We had Timby Wallace, Chanel George, Natalie Farrell. We came together and we took part in the first ever cultural semifinals. And, from there, the interest grew. And we always brought a diverse kind of technique to the competition, and cultural division then took the decision of taking out the singing aspect from drumming and let it be judged on techniques and and so we, the Pebbles drummers, we were instrumental in changing the criteria for drumming competition in Dominica. And from then we start introducing it to the scouts. And then you have people like Donnell LeBlanc and Theron, Honorary, and the others. And Theron don't want me. He said Mickey is a brotherhood. I'm reading his comment. He said it's a brotherhood, Mickey. So that's who we are, a brotherhood, and that's where it started.
Wow!
And 19 years after, we're still talking about that initiative to get the young men involved. We had no instrument before, like all that, but cultural division equipped us with some drums, and then make our tack on the bamboo and took it from there. a lot of persons were not that happy with us because we were always doing things out of the box.
As you should.
Out of the box, like our rhythm
yeah.
was not
Different.
was not the usual.
Yeah.
But I always remember Auntie Pearl saying to us,
Auntie Pearl
yeah,
again.
Auntie Pearl would always say, do not stifle those creativities there.
Yes.
Like she always was an advocate to that's the right direction we should go. Even said there could be a symphony, there could be an orchestra of drums alone. Auntie Pearl always had that kind of, and we took it from there and we've never turned back ever since.
Wow.
So it started out from the scout troop, the Pebble Scout troop, and yeah. So the discipline and all that came from the scouting.
Anyway, Mickey, just letting you know that you, as part of Cicero Singers, I'm actually one of the newly appointed exec members.
Oh, wow.
They're actually giving me assistant wardrobe mistress. I like to do the head ties.
Oh,
and all
nice,
the pretty
nice,
dandan.
nice.
So you're giving me some ideas for next year's production. So
Okay,
we will.
I set it up myself then.
Yes, but in a good way. In a good way, okay?
Of course,
Yes,
of course.
Tell us what you think, like in terms of the role that drumming has played in preserving heritage and inspiring change.
No, well, let me tell you, drum is a pulse of anything. Whether we talk about kadas, calypso, bouillon, traditional, jingping, bele, the drums cannot be separated from anything. It is part of the ingredients of making any genre come alive. And too many times we think beating acoustic drum set is the only way you can get rhythm. And the only thing, no. Using your hands on a goat skin drum to duplicate the same thing that an electronic drum set can give you, that is a plus. You understand? It brings out not only your confidence, but it gives you that authentic kind of way of bringing the drum to. And yes, was it yesterday or the day before? My wife and I were talking about that. She said, "What do you get when all the drum now?" Because when me and the boys, well, especially the boys, at home, there's always a banging or something. She said, what takes over all the? I say, you can get invoked. I mean, tell you that can invoke you. Like let me tell you, it takes over.
Yes, it does. It does.
Any drummer can tell you after 30 minutes of drumming, you are in a trance. And your hands are numb and the rhythm continues and you don't feel tired.
Yes. You get that energy.
I'm telling you.
And even as a person dancing to the drumming,
it's a relationship.
You get a kind of adrenaline
yes
high. It's different from anything else you have ever felt. But to give the audience a piece of that, if you're out there and you're not sure what we're talking about, if you have ever been in some sort of local, like how we have our Lapo Cabits during Carnival, following any one of that, and the fact that you just find yourself dancing with energy non-stop, when you do check yourself, you make an entire round rows when you're tired, but you're not feeling it. That is what happens.
It gives you. There are some places in Africa you cannot use the drums.
Wow.
Drums have different meaning. It evokes different spirit.
That
it calls
is correct.
Different. Let me tell you, there's power in drum. There are certain rhythms, named and documented, that can invoke certain aspect.
Oh wow. Wow.
I'm
so
serious.
powerful. You saying that and I get in shivers.
Yeah.
But Mickey, let me give you.
It's powerful.
Very powerful. I want to give you one of my favorite quotes, right? And it makes me think of you. But this is deep. When you hear it, you'll understand why. So this comes from an unknown monk in 1100 AD. And it says, when I was a young man, I wanted to change the world. I found it was difficult to change the world, so I tried to change my nation. When I found I could not change a nation, I began to focus on my town. I couldn't change the town, and as an older man, I tried to change my family. No, as an old man, I realized the only thing that I can change is myself. And suddenly, I realized that if long ago I had changed myself, I could have made an impact on my family and I could have made an impact on our town. Their impact could have changed the nation, and indeed, I could have changed the world.
See, it begins with me.
It begins with me, right?
Yes.
So a lot of people tend to point fingers when things go wrong. They always look for, the escape route. But you have to remember, what are you doing to contribute to the problem? Or what are you doing to contribute to the solution?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you want to see that cultural change. You want to see less guys on the block. What part are you playing to helping those young men get off the block? Because
Exactly.
it impacts everybody in Dominica at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Right?
So
So
you help to save a life.
that
man.
is correct.
Or save a generation.
That is correct. And the fact that you started with yourself, you went to further your education, you came back and still contributing, ripple effect. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But let's take a little musical break right now.
Of course.
I'm going to put on our Paybush drummers.
Okay.
And this one is from the Cultural Gala 2004. All right. So let's just get a little bit of that sensation that we spoke about, and we will be right back.
You're in tune to Youth Vibes on DBS Radio.
All right, and that was our Paybush drummers.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
I have some videos of the district festival, so hopefully I'll get that uploaded to YouTube as well, so people can see the kids, because I really enjoy them. It's just that I haven't gotten a little time,
Yes,
to
yes,
put that on
yes.
there, but I will label correctly so we can give a little recognition to our kids, most definitely, and they deserve all the recognition,
Oh, yes.
for their hard work.
Yes, they were exceptional this year.
Very much so.
Very good.
Mickey, tell us what has been like one of your most unforgettable performances so far.
In terms of drumming,
Yes.
it would have been a couple of years ago in South Korea. Every day performing for a month,
Wow.
drumming every single day, Sunday to Sunday. for a month representing Dominica. And in their culture, you have to be very entertaining, or else they will just walk out of the pavilion. So we had to generate that energy. That is my highlight. I get Meg, trust me, every day for 30 days. Wow. Now thinking about that.
That was
Sunday
intense.
to Sunday.
Intense.
Yes, for thousands of people with that drum. And if I had any lingering doubts that I was a drummer after that experience,
It confirmed.
I'm telling you. You know what? Like Zampud for those blisters on those hands. I mean,
Intense.
ponging that drum every day.
Yes. But
So
it was worth it.
Of course,
Yes.
it made me a better drummer today. But in all my life, that's the highlight.
Yeah.
But in my most rewarded memory is exposing little children to drumming. Yes, that is just very encouraging. As young as preschool, as the younger ones, they have fun doing it.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun, and that's what's gonna stay with them and stick with them. And later down, when they're in high school, you'll get them more interested. We're gonna start from kindergarten, man. And that's the most rewarding thing for me as a cultural officer. When I go to schools and children come and knock on the drums, and some teachers say, "No, don't touch it." I said, "Let
Them touch it. They have to
let
touch
them
it.
touch the instrument. Let them bang on it. Let them be." You understand? Because it has to start somewhere.
That's correct. The
It has
interest,
to start
has to start somewhere.
Yeah. So
How can somebody get involved or learn drumming?
learn drumming. Well,
Yeah.
the first thing I can
With
say,
your group. With your group.
or with my group.
Yeah.
Well, I would not want everybody to be part of my group. I would like people to start creating and forming groups in their area.
Nice.
And we would love to come to your area
And help.
to do workshop.
Okay.
No, I'm telling you, we
Okay.
would love to do that.
Okay.
Because for Pebbles drummers, it's not competition. If you realize, Siobhan Vigilant is one of our stronger members for years, and Siobhan is not from Pebbles.
No. But
And some people identifying him as a Pebbles person by now because he's part of us, and never have we ever made him feel like, you can't go Maho and teach, or you can't form your own group.
That's
No.
correct.
Pretty much, as Theron says, it's a brotherhood, and we motivate. We motivate.
Love it.
I'm not even stingy with my instrument. Anybody can say, Michael, we have to drum after all. Can we use all the drums? Sure. I have no problem.
And that's
At
how
the
it
end
should
of
be.
the day, you're showcasing your talent.
Yes.
And you're keeping it alive. And that is what I want Dominicans to understand. Anyone and everyone can be part of it. It will not upstage us from Pebbles. It wouldn't lose anything. But it will just show that there's growth and continuity where the art form is concerned.
Most definitely. Tell us, what are your goals for your group in the next year or so?
To keep it growing, keep it going, get more instruments, because we raise funds, to buy instruments. Most of the instruments have been bought, or, there are a lot of wears and tears on the drums. They get drizzle, it tears. You pong it too hard, it tears, it unsets. You have to always bring it for maintenance, or change the cover, etc., or buy new instruments. So, is to one of my dreams is that God blesses us financially, that we shall always have the instruments we need to continue, and the membership to continue growing, and our standard never to drop. So that's my goal, that's my wish, that I can see many more talented young people coming forward, in learning the instrument and learning to dance and just be part of that cultural explosion we have. Pebbles, one thing I must say, our community, when it comes to culture, everybody is involved. So all what I'm saying there in a nutshell, I pray that my community continues on that trend.
Yes.
You know,
Upward.
the legacy of Lawrence Brumant or Rubel Lane Walter or Luke Banis or all those who were there before us doing it, Day and Mark Hooley and all the names we can call who passed on the traditions, the ring games and the drums. Because the way I drum belly is the way I was taught to drum belly. I don't drum belly how necessary Abio drums it in the south. You know, Damas Challenger drum it in the east, or Sawil drum it in the west.
Wow.
So you can see there's continuity in the way that you were taught or you were exposed to. So that's one of my dreams, that at least we don't lose that aspect of the north rhythm or the north way of drumming.
I love it.
You know, so we can always pass it down.
And the fact that you're with the cultural division, it also gives you that ability to help preserve.
Yes.
And documentation is important. So you see all the names you're calling. We should have biographies on these people.
Yes.
We should have videos, and you should be able to go and look at those people, their types of the styles you're talking about.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So something to look forward to in the upcoming year.
When in Mr. Lawrence time we archived and we had some recordings of court of different folk songs of belly, different volumes. So we'll continue that. We'll continue that as culture.
I love that.
Sorry.
All right, but let's just take a little pause right now. I'm going to just give some information on from the Leo Club of Dominica. So the Leo Club of Dominica is proudly presenting the 2026 Junior Calypso Buyo Monarch. And we know that the Buyo Monarch has been from Paybush. the Buyo Monarch has been from Paybush for the last 3 years. Miss Sherman
Chevesiman, yes.
Moxie Chevy,
yes.
Right? And I love the fact that she writes her own music. So they're calling all schools to start mobilizing their talented students for this exciting competition. Let's showcase the next generation of Calypso and Buyo stars. We love it, right?
Of course.
Registration for this closes November 17th, 2025. So do not miss out on the opportunity to let your students shine. Okay? Each school, they're inviting up to 4 students in total to participate. If submitting 2 participants, you may register 1 Calypso and 1 Buyo performer. If you're submitting 4, you can enter 2 for each category. So 2 for Calypso and 2 for Buyo.
Nice.
If your school has 2 Calypso and 1 Buyo participant, or vice versa, please note that only 1 participant per category will be accepted. And that is 1 in Calypso and 1 in Buyo. So it would just make sense to get a 4th person, so you can do 2 to balance it off, right? The date for the competition next year will be February 6th, and that will be in the Cannibal City. And again, the deadline for the registration is in November of this year. We are encouraging all schools to sign up. And some of the requirements, you can be primary or secondary school students. And guys, just if you feel like you have a love for singing, find somebody who is older, who has a little experience, and make something happen. I have participated, when I did Junior Monarch for over 5 years. I started off in the Convent High School, and then I ended while I was in the Dominica State College. It was only Calypso, right? But it's something that helps to build your character.
Of course.
It also exposes you to opportunities in the future, because people still remember me from Junior Monarch. Someday, hopefully, I get back into the big stage Calypso, but everything with time. It seems that we actually have a caller, so let's see if we can say good afternoon. Hello, good day.
Hello, good day, Joel.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I am good, thanks, and you?
I'm not too bad. Just calling to give some support. I see that you have Mr. Farrell with you this afternoon.
Yes.
And it's a very great program. I'm listening, all the way down in Southfield. Just trying to encourage everybody, get on live, get on board with the Your Voice program. Very good information, especially from Mr. Farrell, who's a cultural icon. And, of course, from the Dominic as well for the Junior Buyo Monarch. All right. So just, like to thank the listening public up there. Keep on listening to the best radio, you vibes. And do have yourselves a great Creole independent season. And keep on listening.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
thank
calling
you,
in,
thank
Sean.
you.
We appreciate you.
Also would like to thank all those who attended the games night. We had a youth games night in Grand Fond at the primary school last weekend, or Saturday. The turnout was overwhelming. Of course, the Natural Escapers group as well were there to give their support. So just telling everybody, in case when they have all those activities, to just support them. All right. Okay. So have a blessed afternoon. Keep on listening. Great program.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Sean, from calling. All right. Yeah. And Mickey, as we wrap up, let's go back so we can just, to whenever good people link up, the time it just seems so effortless and so much fun. So important note: surround yourself with good people.
I know,
right? If you feel people draining your energy, you should keep clear.
Yes.
Gather around people like Mickey and myself to uplift you and help you expand that natural light. So let's give some closing remarks to the listening public. If you want to send any shout outs and of course your closing remarks for today.
Of course, I want to give a shout out to the People's community, my family, my mom who's listening, and my wife and boys and all those, especially members of the People's Drumming Group. I know it's a busy season. They've been at it all yesterday, and I know it continues today into the rest of the week. Creole Week is a busy week for them and for us. But I just want to tell Dominicans, it's not too late. The season is still, it's still young. There's so much more we can do, But when we're passing in town and there's a group just drumming on the side of the road or in front of a business place, don't look down on them like they're just there fooling in the void. But appreciate the effort that they put at it. Make some time dance or shake your leg or your skirt, or at least look at that direction and appreciate of us for who we are. Musicians in Dominica.
Yes.
It could be a Jingping band or a folk group performing, because that is our cultural identity.
Yes.
And this season, eat, speak, talk, be Dominica.
Yes.
Be cultural. And the Cultural Division will always be there to promote, take advantage of all the courses and the opportunities we have.
Good stuff.
And if we do that, there'll be many more People's drummers in almost every community in Dominica, because we're playing our part, ensuring that the culture does not die.
Yes, and thank you for that. And just saying congratulations to Evelina Blah, who won the Madame Mob duet. I knew she was going to be doing some sort of drumming for her talent, and it was really good to see her doing that up there.
Yes.
So shout outs as well to my auntie in Arkansas, Diana Libla and Aiden, and to my mom in Point Michelle, always locked in. The Point Michelle bus drivers love to hear our voices and you vibes, and we appreciate you guys. So guys, we just want to say thank you, and remember to impact change. It must start with you. And DBS was You Vibes was a program brought to you by the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, and it's coordinated by the Youth Development Division. We thank you for tuning in today, and it was a pleasure being your host. Again, Julie Brown, aka the Empress of Youth Vibes. So we hope to see you for another edition next Saturday, and let's just close this off with Regi Up Toxic Love Jingping. Here we go, guys. Stay on the safe side and hope to see you next week.
It's a rich, pressy bridge.